Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another video on my channel. Now today I have a haul of 4 books, one Vertigo, one DC and 2 Marvels. 3 are deluxe editions, book ones, and the other one is an omnibus that I've been really looking forward to read and have been waiting for that to arrive, and it literally arrived in the last 2 days. So really looking forward to reading that. The first book we're going to look at is the Vertigo book. And that Vertigo book would be Scalped, the deluxe edition book 1, written by Jason Aaron. This I've heard such great things about. It's basically about an undercover FBI agent trying to take down a crime boss. And basically, that's the back. If you want to pause it and give it a read, if I wasn't so fucking shaky. Space, it's like Red Crow, basically a Red Power activist, and he's now become a crime boss, surrounded by the same mess of meth labs, murder, and organized crime. So basically this undercover FBI agent basically has to take it down, and this collects issues 1 to 11. So yeah, really looking forward to that. Sorry, I'm really shaking. I just naturally shake, as you see. Scalped, Jason Aaron, Deluxe Edition, Volume 1, Vertigo. It's a really beautiful looking hardback. Also, by the look of it, I think that's sewn binded. Not too sure though. But yeah, really looking forward to giving this a read. So yeah, Jason Aaron. I've really loved Jason Aaron. I read his Ultimate Comics Captain America by him, which I really enjoyed. I've read some of his Thor run. What else have I read that was by him? Star Wars, which I read up until issue 25. I believe 26 even, and then I basically just stopped picking up single issues. But yeah, Jason Aaron is just such a great writer, and I'm really looking forward to reading this. Now, next book on my list is another Jason Aaron book, and that is Thor God of Thunder Deluxe Edition Book 1. Once again by Jason Aaron in the Marvel Now. See, there's a beautiful shot of future Thor as you see lost his arm, and this collects issues 1 to 11. General premise of this is there is a god butcher going around trying to kill all of the gods, and we see him come across future Thor, present Thor, and past Thor. Past Thor is a very brash, like drinking, sleeping with girls sort of Thor. Has an axe instead of a hammer because he wasn't worthy at that stage. We then have present Thor, which is the one that we know from like the normal 616 universe. So wields a hammer, pretty noble character. And then we have the future one who's basically dead, like just not dead. How would I describe it? He's not dead. Basically, like on his last ropes, basically. Really not sure what he's had left. Lost his arm. Basically has a sword left. And basically that's what he is. And him having to take on the God Butcher. But he really doesn't care. He's like lost everything. Doesn't care. And he's like, eh. And then they all come together to take on the God Butcher. I'm now going to show you the wraparound cover underneath the dust jacket, which I think looks amazing. I'm going to show you that now. And here is the awesome wraparound cover. So you have present Thor here, past Thor here, and in the middle we have future Thor, and on the side we have the God Butcher. And it just looks fantastic. The art in this story is amazing, and this cover just is amazing, and I can't wait to continue reading this. because I only previously had the trade paperback, which collected 1 to 5. This collects 1 to 11. Also, I'm going to pick up the next one, which collects, so continues on from this and collects up until issue 25. So yeah, such an amazing cover on this. Now, next book we have is The Flash Rebirth Deluxe Edition, Book 1. I read up until issue 12 of this in single issues. This has 1 to 13, so I get one more issue that I haven't read. But basically, I wanted to pick this up so that when Deluxe Book 2 came out, I'm not behind, or basically then I just have them both on the shelf, because I didn't really want to just pick up Deluxe Book number 2 or just the trade paperback number 3 and just sort of go from there. I'd rather just have it a thick hardback that looks amazing on a shelf. So the deluxe edition book 1 by Williamson, The Flash, that cool art on the back, collects The Flash Rebirth number 1 and The Flash 1 to 13. And there's the retail prices. 34. I spent about 21. So yeah, really enjoyed this. First couple of issues is with the Godspeed, who is basically a speedster who's trying to, and then there is a connection to Barry, but if you read the book you'll figure out how that keys in. I sort of enjoyed that surprise. It wasn't too shocking, but it was still pretty enjoyable, and the stakes and how he got around it, which was really cool. Then we have a story with Barry meeting Wally West again. So the Ginger Wally West, after he pulled him out of the Speed Force in the Rebirth one-shot issue, and then basically the Ginger Wally West giving advice to the black African Wally West that was introduced in the New 52 by what's his name again? I think it's Francis Manapool, I believe, and Brian Maccelli, I believe is the names, if I'm thinking correctly. And then we get into the darkness, so I can't remember what the character's name is. But basically that whole storyline where they go into the dark universe, I can't quite remember the name. I haven't read it in a while. But I'll be able to read back through it and enjoy the book again. I'm now going to show you underneath the dust jacket, because underneath the dust jacket on this book is really cool also. And I'll show you that now. And here's what it looks like underneath the dust jacket. So you have Barry Allen on one side and Wally West on the other, and then running through the city. So like you can see, that's the trail of Wally West, and that's the trail of Barry Allen, which I thought was really cool. Sorry that this segment's a bit shaky. It's just the sort of angle that I have to get down at. There's no sort of, I can't have my tripod on for this. But yeah, I just thought it was really awesome, because just for more the reason is that depending on which character you grew up with, you either grew up with Barry Allen or you grew up with Wally West. So if you grew up with the Justice League the Justice League Unlimited, you would have grown up with Wally West. You had grown up with the Flash TV show, you would have grown up with Barry Allen. It just depends on what sort of time you came to comics and what Flash you grew up with, which that's probably not why they had this as the cover. That's just a reason why I prefer it even more. So yeah, now we're going to get on to the final and last book, which I can't wait to show you. And the final book we have is the Omnibus, and that is Marvel Omnibus Guardians of the Galaxy by Dan Abnett. There's Star-Lord, Drax, Gamora, and Rocket. Ugh. So there is the front. So you have Rocket, you have Star-Lord, you have Groot. Don't know who that is. Is that Nebula? I think that might be Nebula, but not too sure. And then on the back, we have Star-Lord, Gamora, Drax, Rocket, Not too sure who that character is, and that is Adam Warlock, so I really can't wait to read this. And then this collects, as you can maybe see down here, that's a bit blurry, Guardians of the Galaxy 2008 1-15, Thanos Imperative Ignition number 1, Thanos Imperative 1-6, Thanos Imperative Devastation number 1, a material from Annihilation 1-4, Annihilation Earthfall 1-4. So I think this base you means I could... Oh, no, that's a different story. Never mind. I was going to say, does this mean I could just pick up Annihilation Conquest and just be able to know? I think I might actually just pick up that and then also pick up War of Kings, just because I want to get more into the cosmic side. I know some of this is collected in the War of Kings and the War of King Preludes and the War of Kings Aftermath, but I just sort of wanted just it in one place, so then I'm not having to go from one omnibus to another omnibus to another omnibus just to get the full story. And also because I've heard such great things about this run. I'm now going to show you what's underneath the dust jacket, but yeah, before we get into that, just this book looks fantastic. And one thing that I sort of do like, it's maybe a bit corny, but sort of pink ribbon for the binding. I don't know, it's sort of cool. But yeah, I've been really looking forward to reading this, because the only other book that I've read that is Guardians of the Galaxy is Guardians of the Galaxy Bendis, Emperor Quill, and also I read Guardians of the Galaxy Team Up by Bendis, which was like 1 to 4, 5 even. And I mean, I enjoyed that, but I just heard that if we want to get into the Guardians of the Galaxy, Dan Abnett's run is 10 times better than Bendis's. I don't know if there's any truth in that, but I'm going to find out, because I really can't wait to read this. I'm also going to pick up Annihilation Conquest, War of Kings Prelude, and War of Kings, and then maybe the Aftermath, but depends on money. But yeah, really looking forward to jumping into this now to show you underneath the dust jacket. And now this is the awesome cover that we have underneath the dust jacket. So you just have Adam Warlock wrecking someone with some blue power projectiles. You have Gamora down here with her swords. You have Star-Lord. You have Drax. You have that mystery character that I don't know the name of. You have Rocket, and it just looks amazing. Really looking forward to jumping into this, and just that. This is why I also love buying Omnibus over and hardbacks over just trades, because some of just the widespreads that they put onto the actual cover of the book is just fantastic. Like this, you could imagine this as a poster on your wall. That's how good it is. But yeah, those are the 4 books that I picked up. Tell me if you've read any of them and if you're interested in any of them. And I'll see you guys in another video, because I have 3 more omnibus on their way. So stay tuned for that in the upcoming future, and I'll see you guys in another video. Peace.